opening words come from the Reverend Sherry Woodbury. Here we are again in our circle. Here we are again at the base of another bridge, another space spanning the shores of today and tomorrow, beckoning us to cross the chasm one day at a time. Here we are gathered again at the cusp of the future, at the boundary that holds community together. We are here in a circle of love and trust brought to this moment by a series of choices and promises, hopes and gratitudes. Somewhere out there, all we dream is possible. Somewhere in here, we are sowing the seeds. Welcome to worship this morning.
Con espíritu de reverencia, reconocemos que nos juntamos en la tierra de los Kumeyaay. Al encender esta vela, reafirmamos nuestro compromiso de cultivar relaciones significativas con los habitantes de esta tierra y de trabajar juntos por la justicia y la equidad. In a spirit of reverence, we acknowledge that we gather on the land of the Kumeyaay. As we light this candle, we affirm our commitment to cultivate meaningful relationships with the people of this land and to work together for justice and equity.
I invite you to rise in various spirits. Sing with me, hymn 347, Gather the Spirit.
Good morning, and welcome to the First Unitarian Universalist Church of San Diego. where we worship each Sunday in the South Bay, in Hillcrest, and online. Our mission is to create community, nurture spiritual growth, and act on our values to help heal the world. I am Lara Anderson. I use the pronouns she and her, and I'm the church's youth and young adult coordinator. If you are visiting, I want to extend to you a special welcome. I invite you to fill out the visitor form in your order of service and return it to the welcome table. If you are joining us online, you can also fill out a visitor form at the link in the live stream page or in the YouTube service description. We would love to connect with you. If you've been coming for a while and are starting to feel like this is your spiritual home, consider becoming a member of this beloved community. You can find out more about the membership process at the welcome table or by contacting Valeria Aguilar, our membership coordinator.
Welcome to this space. Bring all of who you are, in all the beauty of languages, cultures, and skin tones that come together in your uniqueness. You are welcome here, in all the ways you experience and express gender. You are welcome here. In the beauty that is who you love and how you love. You are welcome here. In all the ways you live and move and experience your embodied self. You are welcome here. With all the religious and ethical traditions that inform your spiritual life. It is good to be together. I invite you to rise and bow to your spirit again. We're going to join in singing our church hymn and then reciting our church aspiration.
Good morning, friends. I'd like to invite any of the children or youth who would like to come up and join me for our time for all ages. No pressure, but it's your last chance to be youth if you want to come up and join me. But no pressure. Oh, great. See how you exert pressure by saying no pressure. Good morning. So today, we are celebrating one of our rites of passage, and so we thought it might be a good idea to talk about what are rites of passage, like what is a rite of passage. Does anybody have any thoughts before I start running my mouth? What's a rite of passage? Oh, say that again?
It's a passage that you write.
You're close. It's a passage that you write. So what's a passage? Just generally, what is a passage? I saw an answer.
Going from one place to another.
Yeah, a passage just is a thing that leads from one place to another. And this is a passage that you write, but not write like this kind of write. This is a rite. It's a short form of the word ritual, which just means sort of like a thing that we do formally. It's a formal recognition of something that happens out in reality. Back in my day, we used to call it an outward sign of an inner reality. So what we do up here is sort of an outward sign of something. It's a formalized way of expressing something that is happening in reality, right? And so Reverend Kristen and I sat down and we made a list of the rites of passage in Unitarian Universalism. So this is our list. You know, back when I was a kid, as I've mentioned before, I grew up Catholic, so we had sacraments. In the Jewish tradition, they have mitzvot, or obligations. In our tradition, we don't think of it that way. We're just sort of recognizing things as they are. But I think if you really think about it, we came up with 8 of them. And I think you can divide them up into 2 different categories. I think we have 4 rituals of passage that have to do with your stage of life, and 4 that have to do with covenant relationships. So you might be wondering, what are those 4? I wonder if you can think of any of those 8 before I list them. So the first one is a child dedication. So that's maybe for our youngest. Not necessarily for children that are just born, but if a child is coming into a family, whether that's by birth or adoption, we sometimes recognize that by doing a child dedication. And as we often say, a child dedication is not about making the child a Unitarian Universalist. It's about the community committing to be there for the child, right? Next, we have coming of age, which some of you have done already. That marks the difference. That marks like now you are like a middle school kind of kid, right? You're a youth. So it's the line between childhood and youth in our congregation or in our denomination. Then we have the one that we're celebrating today, which is bridging. That's the transition from youth now to adulthood, and that tends to happen either at 18, 19, or when you graduate high school and move to college, if that's where you're headed. And then at the very end, we have a celebration of life, and those are the ritual ways we remember people who have passed on. So those are the ones that have to do with stage of life. And then there are 4 that have to do with the way we relate to each other. So has anybody done a new member blessing? I did one of those several years ago. Some of you up here I know have done some of those. So that's one way that we mark a way that your relationship has changed. You are now a formal member of the congregation, and we bless that with a ritual up here and a signing of a covenant. Another way you might change your covenantal relationship with the community is through ordination. So for those who become ministers, they now have a new relationship with both the community that they serve and the tradition in general. We also have installation, which is a way that a minister is then called to a particular congregation, and they have a little bit of a different relationship with the congregation than just a contract minister, right? I think of it sort of as like ministerial marriage. So a contract manager signs up for a certain time frame, and then at the end of that time frame, they might renew the contract or not. A called minister is installed, and then they're part of the congregation until one or both parties agree that they're going to end that covenant, right? And so it's an ongoing covenantal relationship. And then finally, we have the covenantal relationship of marriage, which we enter into with individuals. So those are the ones that have to do with relationship. So you're sort of like right in the middle there of the stage of life ones. And the last thing I think I'll say about these rites of passage is that I know it can feel sometimes, especially when you're the one doing them, it can feel like, oh my gosh, the spotlight is on me, right? I know at my wedding, I felt like the spotlight was on me. But the reason we do these rituals is that they are just as much about the community as they are about any one person. So while you are becoming adults officially today in this formalized, ritualized way, this is also about all of us recognizing that life flows, right, in this circle of life, and that we are now welcoming you into the community in a different kind of way. So it is as much about all of us This is about our 3 bridgers today. So I hope that helps you understand rites of passage a little better. And now I would love if my friends up here could stand up with me, because I need your hands to help lead the congregation in their affirmation, which we'll say first in English and then in Spanish. We are Unitarian Universalists, a people of open minds, loving hearts, and welcoming hands. Somos unitarios, universalistas, personas de mentes abiertas, corazones amorosos, y manos que dan la bienvenida. And now I invite all the children and youth, except you, to join their leaders out on the patio to head to religious education. And I know some of our children are also staying to sing some more in our multi-gen choir, which is amazing.
A few announcements this morning. So as we do each week, we have a lay minister who's available to offer a listening presence, to accompany you in your joys and sorrows. And today's lay minister is Chris Smith. Wonderful. I'm wondering, do we have anyone leading a tour this morning? Wonderful, Matt Kaplan. So after the service, if you'd like to see some of the beautiful gems of this campus and get introduced to the different physical spaces, you can meet Matt right here, right after the service. Our UU The Vote team invites you to join us today in Bard Hall for a postcarding party to make as few or as many postcards as you would like. We're once again partnering with the Center for Common Ground through the Reclaim Our Vote campaign, which mobilizes infrequent Black voters in key states so that more people can make their voices heard in state and federal elections. The Center for Common Ground found that their handwritten postcards increased Black voter turnout by 8.2% in Virginia and 3.6% in Georgia in the 2024 election. And we helped here at First UU make that a reality. Every Sunday, you'll find members of our UU The Vote team out on the patio with everything you need to participate in our postcarding efforts. Stop by, pick up some postcards, and bring them back as you complete them. So also today, we are introducing 2 new donor box kiosks to make our generosity giving easier. You can see them. Robbie's by one right there, and there's one on the opposite side of the sanctuary. So this is to facilitate our being able to give by credit card easier. It's quick and easy. You'll just want to have your credit card handy, and you can approach the kiosks on either side of the meeting house. It will ask you if this is a one-time or a recurring gift and how much you'd like to give. Leora and Robbie will be available to help facilitate, so if there's any complications or you need a little bit of support. And the gifts that go through these only go to the generosity offering today, so make sure that's what you're planning to give to. And we'll hear some more words about where our offering is going.
One way we live into our values is by sharing our offering each week with a local organization working for justice. Throughout the months of July and August, we are sharing our offering with Trans Family Support Services, a local nonprofit that supports transgender and non-binary youth, adults, and their families. Trans Family Support Services works towards communities where all genders are accepted and treated equally. They offer free family coaching, support groups, healthcare and insurance guidance, school support, and legal navigation. You can support this life-giving work through cash or check in the boxes at the back of the meeting house. You can text the number on the screen with text to donate or scan the QR code also on the screen. Or you can try out our new credit card kiosks if you are in person. Thank you so much for your generosity. The offering will now gratefully be received.
If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. We find out what we're made of when we friends are supposed to do. Oh yeah. Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah. If you're tossing and you're turning and you just can't fall asleep, I'll sing a song beside you. And if you ever forget how much you really mean to me, every day I will remind you. Oh, we find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah. You'll always have my shoulder when you cry, cry. I'll never let go, never say goodbye. You know you can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, ooh, you can count on me 'cause I can count on you. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Oh, snap. Hold on. Okay, got it. My name is Shan Bates Lamparella, and I use the pronouns she, her. I started coming to church when I was born. My mom would stroll Bran and I in the blue and pink stroller and wave hi to everybody after the service. Memories I hold close to my heart are lighting candles in the sand for my loved ones every morning, listening to a story and reciting our aspiration, sitting near the fountain sipping hot chocolate, and singing in the youth choir. As I look on all of my favorite things and who I hold myself to be, I've realized most things are connected back to my experience at First UU. I did my first musical with Looking Glass Theater, and now, 11 years later, I'm still letting my talent shine through in musical theater. Come see Chorus Line. I am always lucky to greet some of you after the show. Thank you for coming and supporting me. First UU introduced me to Camp de Benneville Pines, where I was once a camper, and am now a counselor for elementary and middle school ages. And just last week, I got the privilege to dean high school camp with Bran. As I have learned training for childcare through Camp de Benneville, my love for educating youth grew. This inspired me to become a dance teacher, specialized in tap, ballet, hip hop, and more. This congregation has introduced me to my greatest passions and inspires me to pursue them every day. I have learned to be confident through every mistake and challenge and be who I know I am. I am kind, passionate, empathetic, creative, resilient, and powerful. As I grow and move forward as a high school graduate, I will be taking my community with me. Growing up here has shown me to dance, sing, communicate, create, learn, to treat every being with kindness,
fight for what's right, and lead with love. For the near future, I plan on pursuing my modeling and performing career. I know what I am capable of and how I can make a positive change in the lives I meet. From the bottom of my heart, thank you all for believing in me, encouraging me, and guiding me through my youth. This congregation has the biggest place in my heart, and I know I will have it with me forever. I love you, Mommy, Mama, Brant, and Alex. And to first you, I love you. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Brand Bates Lamparella. As I prepare myself to go out through the world, I think about what I'm taking with me and what I'm leaving behind. I think about the lessons that I've learned and the principles that have stuck with me to make me the person I am today. From this congregation, I was able to learn so much about myself and the world that we live in. Growing up, coming to this community has been more than just sitting through services and going to religious education. It has been a place where I was encouraged to learn, not by being told what's right, but by asking questions to help me find my truth. It has been a place where it's okay to not know everything, because everyone here will support no matter what. Growing up here showed me what it means to care for one another. It showed me that it's not because someone has the same beliefs as I do, but it's because each person in this world has inherent worth and dignity. Whether it was during religious education, in Bard Hall enjoying a snack, or even up at camp, I always saw what it truly means to treat others with kindness, care, and respect to all. When I leave for school, I know I'll meet new people with different beliefs and experiences. And instead of shying away from those differences, I strive to stay curious and listen without judging first. I want to ask questions before assuming and include everyone, no matter who they are. Most of all, I'm taking with me the fact that I don't have to change who I am to fit in with the people around me. Being a part of this congregation has shown me that people can be their true self without worrying about what others might think. Knowing that has given me the confidence to grow into the person I am today, letting myself change, grow, make mistakes, and learn even when it's difficult. Thank you to everyone in this congregation who helped me through everything. Thank you for your kindness, respect, and encouragement through it all. No matter what I do next, this place will always be a part of my story. The lessons I've learned here will always stick with me and have shaped the way I treat myself, others, and the world. Thank you.
Good morning. Sorry, I'm Jillian Irving. My mom has been coming to this church since before I was born, and it has remained a stable constant throughout my entire life. Due to this, initially I went to church because my mom went. Even long after the point that I could make that decision for myself, I never really considered it. It has always been a part of my life, so why stop now? However, I still would somewhat struggle to answer why I go to church every Sunday when there's nothing in my faith that requires it. No higher power demands it, no members of the congregation shame each other for not making it, but I show up anyway because I want to, because I've found that it grounds me. I was lucky enough to be raised in this community that was so full of love and acceptance for every individual, no matter who they were, that for a long time I didn't know anything else. Of course, that couldn't last forever, and to be honest, there have been times in my life when I was very conscious that I was not my best self. I found myself feeling too cynical or judgmental or even sometimes a little mean. But this church has always been there for me to help remind me of who I am when I felt myself slipping. This is why one of the things I looked up when I first figured out where I was going to college is, what is the closest UU church? Part of me is scared to go somewhere new because it feels like nothing can compare to this congregation. But I am also excited to bring what I have learned here somewhere new. I want to be a part of the reason other kids get to grow up surrounded by a community of love and acceptance, or the reason someone finally finds that community for the first time. So to the people of this congregation, thank you for leading by example. You are the reason I strive to be the best version of myself that I can be, and I'm eternally grateful for that. Thank you.
I invite you to join us in singing Swimming to the Other Side. So this is the moment when we celebrate the ritual part of this ritual of passage for our bridging service. So I invite our bridgers, Shan, Bran, and Jillian, to come over to this side of the chancel. And I invite any of our young adults who are present, anyone between the ages of 19 and 35 who would like to join Lara on this side of the bridge.
Today we honor Shan, Bran, and Jillian as they mark their transition from youth to young adulthood. In just a moment, as an outward sign of this transition, we'll call your names and invite you to symbolically cross the bridge to join your fellow young adults on the opposite side of the chancel. But first, we'll invite them and you to join us together in speaking the words of the ritual that will be on the screen. We start with our bridgers. We ask that you share these words with us from the screen. There we go.
As we begin this next stage of our lives, we thank you for the many ways in which you have supported us.
And we look forward to continuing this journey with you as your peers and fellow travelers along the way. Now I invite the young adults present to speak aloud the words on the screen. Today, we welcome you into our community. We commit to offering you a supportive place where you can continue to grow, dream, wonder, and explore who you are. And now I invite all of us to speak aloud the words on the screen. As you cross this bridge, we welcome you as the newest adult members of this community. We continue to celebrate and honor you as you continue on your journey. Near or far, we pledge to you our love and support as you continue to grow, dream, wonder, and explore who you are. So Bridgers, as your name is called, I invite you to symbolically cross the bridge and to be welcomed by your new peers. You receive a chalice necklace, a symbol of your faith as you start this new part of your journey. Shan Bates Lamparella. Bran Bates Lamparella. Jillian Irving. And I invite you one more time to offer our congratulations as our sign of love and support. We love you all, and we invite you to return to your seats.
My name is Pam Bates, and I use she, her pronouns. I'm the parent of both Bran and Shan. Most of my comments apply to both of you. Even as toddlers, you displayed a sense of fairness and kindness that recognized the humanity of every person around you. But I realize that many, probably most toddlers have that sense of fairness. The special thing is that you still have it. It's pretty clear that many people in this room, many of the words spoken and sung in this room, the candles lit, and the decisions about who would sit in which chair, there were many of those, they all played a big part in the way you view the world and the people in it. This congregation has also supported you by supporting Camp de Benneville, and with financial support as you've grown from campers to counselors to youth deans. That experience is part of the reason you're so good with kids. But you're also amazing with our elderly friends. You're respectful, but not distant. My first hope for you is that you keep in touch with people of all ages throughout your life, including me. You're entertainers. You sing and dance, you put on costumes, and you make people laugh and enjoy some part of their day when otherwise they might not. Sometimes even when there might be something getting you down. Never lose that. If there's anything you really want to do or to be, after a little thought and preparation, go for it. If you mess up, own it. If you hurt someone, acknowledge it. Do your best to make it right, but don't carry the guilt forever. Let it go and start again. When someone hurts you, don't hold on to the anger and resentment for too long. At some point, you have to just let it go so you can start again. Remember always that no matter what's going on, every day you make a choice of who you want to be. If you don't like what you're doing or who you're being, then change it. And if you need to start again on something small or something big or everything all at once, remember this right here, yourself and your core values. It'll be a good place to start. Of course, you are individuals. I have different ringtones for you for a reason. Shan, your ringtone makes me think of jazz hands. Whenever there's energy building in a positive way, you'll be part of it, and pretty often you'll be leading it. Keep it going. Remember to take care of yourself. Make time in your schedule to recharge. And make sure you continue to share your energy with kids. You have a special bond. Bran, your ringtone makes me think of a circuit being completed. You're a creator. Never lose that desire to think of new things, to pursue the knowledge of how to bring them into existence, and to go beyond what others have done before you. Keep your incredible sense of humor and your quiet but steadfast support for those around you. And to both of you, my biggest wish is that you continue doing what you're doing and being who you are. You already know this. I will always love you, no matter what. Blessed be.
Jillian, you've been grown up in your demeanor for years now, with a level of emotional maturity and deep empathy that I admire. And today, we celebrate the transition from youth to young adult formally in this community that is so important to us. May your generous and justice-loving heart lead you to a life you find fulfilling. And know that the most rewarding things in life will bring both joys and challenges. Understand that setbacks are a part of life, but also know that you have the love and support of your family, and you have the values you have learned from first you and the people here.
Sorry. Hi, I'm Christopher Irving, Jillian's father. Jillian, what I want for you is simple. I want you to be happy and have joy in your life. Although, I am not a member of this church, I've watched from the periphery the role it has played in your life. As you have grown, I've seen the happiness being part of it, and the youth group has brought you. Now you're getting ready to embark on the part of your life that is truly your own. Where exactly that will take you is unknown. None of us can see the future. You have to make many choices and decisions. You may not always make the right ones. Of course, your mother and I will always be there to offer you advice and guidance, even when it's unsolicited. You are such a compassionate and kind person. I know your brain and your heart will steer you in the right direction. No matter where you go, I am confident that being part of the UU community will always be a source of joy for you.
My name is Lara, again. Jillian, Shan, Bran, it's been an honor and a joy to witness your unfolding. Shan, I have noticed passion, talent, and dedication propel you in the direction of your ambitions and dreams. May the glow that is within you be treasured always. Bran, I have noticed a spiritual depth and quiet strength in you. May you feel anchored and at peace as you journey inward and out in the world. Jillian, I have felt compassion, wisdom, and intelligence in your presence. May your love of reading and your gift of understanding continue to ignite spiritual potential in the spaces and faces you encounter. And may you never ever forget your brilliance. As each of you seek, learn, relate, stumble, and reflect, you will discover that life rarely follows a straight line. There will be moments when you feel completely confident and moments when you don't know which direction is up, down, left, or right. Take comfort in knowing that you do not have to have everything figured out and that you will always be enough. Growth comes from learning, trying, failing, and beginning again. Remember that this space may serve as a vessel of light and is a place you may return to at any point that will remind you of your worth. May your hearts remain open to wonder, your mind curious enough to keep learning, and your spirit courageous enough to seek truth, even when the path is uncertain. May you keep asking big questions, treat every person with compassion, stand up for what matters, honor the worth and dignity in yourself and others, and find hope in building a more just and loving world. Now to end with a quote from Albert Einstein, that was recently shared with me. A human being is a part of the whole, called by us universe, a part limited in time and space. She experiences herself, her thoughts, and feelings as something separated from the rest, a kind of optical delusion of her consciousness. This delusion is a kind of prison for us, restricting us to our personal desires and to affection for a few persons nearest to us. Our task must be to free ourselves from this prison by widening our circle of compassion to embrace all living creatures and the whole of nature in its beauty. Thank you.
Shan and Bran and Jillian, I offer a blessing from your ministers, Reverend Justine and myself. May this coming time be a time of discovery, a time to discover your passions, who your people are, and your moral compass that will guide you for the rest of your life. May this be a time of deepening, of your understanding of who you are in all your glorious uniqueness and authenticity, and how you want to share your gifts with those around you. No matter how far you go, and no matter how long you are away, we will be here, sending our love and our encouragement. May you know that this church will always be one of your spiritual homes, and that you go forth with our love, our blessings, and our unwavering commitment to your wholeness. Blessings. Invite us now, we're gonna rise in body and spirit, and we're gonna sing Circle Game.
Yesterday a child came out to wonder
May we continue to accompany one another through all the stages of our lives. And may we go forth from here feeling the love of this community and the celebration of all of the beautiful people in it, fulfilling their wholeness. Blessed be and go in joy.